Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Celtic Crocheter. I know I've previously done a video on straight edges, but it was showing several stitches. Okay, so we're going to go through again how to do your straight edges, but we're only going to do it with one stitch type rather than several like I did in the previous video. I'm going to be using the method I use all the time and that you've probably noticed in previous videos as well. So if you want your straight edges, you don't want this wonky, bumpy looking edge on your crochet. As you can see, you get it both sides. You want your edges to look nice and straight like these. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it right now. So grab any yarn, any hook, doesn't matter which size, as this is for practice. So make your slip knot and you're going to chain up as many as you want. I'm going to chain up about 15. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to wrap our yarn around, go into the third chain from the hook, pull up a loop and go through 2 loops, yarn over and go through 2 loops. We're going to make our first double crochet and we're going to double crochet right to the last stitch here. Okay, so now we've done our crochets all the way down to the end here. Normally in a pattern or anything like that, it'll tell you chain 1, 2 or 3 depending on the next row of stitches. We're not going to do that. So what we are going to do, so we keep our edges nice and straight, we're just going to turn the work, and regardless of what stitch I do, this is how I start my next row. So we're going to insert your hook in here into your first stitch. You're going to pull up a loop and pull it through. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through the 2 loops on your hook. Then what you're going to do is, see this stitch here, you're going to go through there, you're going to pull up another loop, you're going to yarn over and then pull through them. So that's your stacked double crochet. And then you continue as normal with your regular double crochets all the way across to the end as standard. And what we'll do is I will meet you at the end again and we'll go through that again. We have reached the end of our row again. Do not make a chain, just simply turn your work, go into the very first stitch there, make sure you're going underneath the 2 V's, pull up a loop and then yarn over again and pull through 2. Okay, and then what we could do again is this stitch here, we're going in underneath that one, yarning over, pulling up another loop and then going through the 2 loops. Okay, again, continue down to the end. We're going to work up a couple of rows and then I will meet you back here. We'll go through this one more time and I'll be able to show you after a few rows how straight your edges will be. Now we've got to the end, we've turned our work without chaining 1 into the first stitch and create a single crochet, then into this loop here, pull up another loop and then yarn through the 2 loops on your hook, and then again you're going to double crochet across as standard to complete your row. And there you have it. You can see your edges are a lot straighter. You can see the difference there. So you've got all these bumps on this one and then it dips in for the returning rows. So that's your chain 3s on here. And then here you don't have that on either side. And here's the one I did the other day, the exact same method as we've used today, where your edges are all straight and it keeps your work nice and tidy. Now I do the same thing for a single crochet. I can very quickly pull this back here and I will show you exactly what I do for a single crochet. Again, you turn without chaining one, and you're just doing the first part of what we've done the whole time there. Okay, so then you have, for your treble crochet, what you're doing is you are going in under that loop again of the stitch you've just created, and you're going through the 2 loops again. Okay, and then for your half double crochet, what you are doing is you're turning your work, you're just going to yarn over, and you're just going to make your half double crochet straight in there, and that would be your first half double crochet, and that'll keep your edges nice and straight for you. That's it for today's tutorial, and I hope you found it helpful. If so, please consider giving us a like and subscribing to the channel, as we'll have more little tips like this going forward. Thanks a million and happy crocheting!